What was that all about? I just like opened the start menu in a weird way and it totally crashed everything. Hopefully I saved. I'm pretty sure I did. I saved pretty diligently. All I need to check is that one script. Yep. That's all good. Okay. And then disable this stuff. Okay. Finished drummer sprites. Fixed carpenter build tracker bug. Alright, that's been pushed to the repository. I just want to close that window. Really struggling to regulate the temperature in here today. It's too hot and then it's too cold. And it's too hot again. Here we go, yeah. So the humans are already doing this stuff. Right. So you know what that means? We gotta do it for the other creatures. The bears don't have anything like this. They don't really consider other bears to be their allies. Well, maybe they should. I don't know. While bears are generally solitary animals, they do exhibit cooperative behaviors in certain situations. Bears may congregate around food sources, and they are known to form temporary alliances or friendships, particularly when food is abundant. Additionally, mothers and cubs cooperate closely, and young bears may stay together for a time after leaving their mother. That's badass. Okay, so but generally they are solitary. We'll keep them that way. I just gotta be aware of that if I ever make anything else based off of their code that isn't solitary. So it's just the foxes and the wolves, really. Unfortunately, I don't have the old version of the trackers, otherwise I would just be able to use that. I'm gonna have to grab this and wait a minute. Yeah, we need both of them, don't we? Nearby foxes, other pack, nearby foxes, same pack. But all we're updating here is nearest threat. We're not updating either of those things. So those would be still running on the slow tracker. In fact, they wouldn't be running at all because we disabled them. So they're just not even getting run whenever they're attacking, which is stupid. Okay, so we need these two in here, and we need to modify them to do what we need them to do. Why are you doing this to me? Why do we have so many brackets? Okay, so so ideally we don't want to loop through all of the boxes twice, do we? So why this is all grouped into one. Yeah, we want, okay, so we actually want them all to just be in that with fox. Just grab that bit, put it inside of here. So we do with fox, so this code gets run on all the foxes. And then, well, it was simple, wasn't it? Instance exists pack and other dot pack. What the fuck is other dot pack in this context? Sorry. What? So pack on, wait, what? Other dot pack is the original fox, right? And we make sure, okay, we make sure it's not in the same pack. The nearby foxes of another pack. For nearby foxes of the same pack, we make sure it's not the original fox that called this code and that they are in the same pack. They're not dead or harvested. That's it. That was surprisingly simple. So when we do this with, I don't need the additional distance check if I brought that across. I don't think I did. Do a search for that. Seems fine. I don't believe it's necessary to even clear this variable here. Or is it? Maybe it is actually. Maybe that's good practice, because what if it's dead? What if it was dead, and what if it's now dead and it was the last one? Yeah, you have a good point there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right. Just thinking, like, do the lists need to be cleared at the top as well? And then we go through and recompile the lists. We might as well, I suppose. I guess we can do that. make sure I'm doing it right for the humans, because I don't think I am. No. So clear that at the top. And then we've got all these lists. It's like, what if it was the last guard, the last nearby guard or something, and they died, and then they were never able to get cleared off of that list. I think actually it works because the guards clear themselves off of that list if they die. Right. Which is, I mean, that's kind of necessary anyway, because of the, when we're not doing like this, we're doing the slow scan and update. And so they could persist on, they could be on a list for a while, for a short time after they've died. If they didn't, it's like, that's what we need to do to instantly remove anybody who dies from those lists, rather than waiting for the list to cycle through and update on its own. So yeah, it is necessary to do that. And I think in this case, yes, list clear. We want to clear the lists at the top before we. Although based on what I just said, it doesn't actually matter, does it? Because they will remove themselves when they die. We could do it anyway. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'm only 99% certain that everything removes itself from the lists upon death. So I'm a little bit like, I'm pretty goddamn sure we don't need to do it. Okay. But we are doing it in the other ones, and I feel safe when I am doing it, because then it's like I know for sure. Oh man, maybe we'll just do it. That's it. Nearest guard and nearest hunter. Not nearest hunter, just nearest guard. As well, apparently. Okay, so that's all the stuff for the humans there. Foxes, nearest threat. And then we got these two lists. So those lists get updated instantly within a single step, and then we update the threat level based on that information. And we just need to do something similar for the wolves here. At least they already have their nearby threats. They're just missing the wolves of the same pack thing. Human, predator, which might as well be built into a separate section by the looks of it. Nearby wolves, same pack. I'm gonna want to grab like this chunk. And I will need a fresh distance. Okay, yeah, and we kind of know that. I still do it anyway. Maybe I'll just. I mean, this is a wolf running this code, so we know that at least one wolf exists. But if instance exists wolf with wolf, Instance exists pack on fire, id is not equal other. Where's the pack check? Wait, is this list based? Yes, that's why. This one's list based, so we would need to use a for loop, actually, if we want to do this without having to scan through every single wolf on the map, which obviously we don't want to do. Yeah, I know. It's pack.pack. I fucked up, alright. Fucked up. What's wrong with this? Oh, I did if instead of for. Crazy. For I equals 0, I less than pack size I plus plus current wolf equals ds list find value pack dot pack I. This is going to cause an issue. Do I already have something called current wolf? I do. I'll just call it pack wolf or something. If instance exists pack wolf with pack wolf. I don't know why this instance exists pack thing matters in this context, but hey. Okay then. So this will scan through all of the wolves in the pack. And it will check if they're not on fire, they don't equal the wolf that called this code, they're not dead or harvested, and they're within perception radius. And then they will get added to nearby wolves of the same pack, else they will get removed from nearby wolves of the same pack. And then... Okay, now we actually need to update the list. So a threat size is DS list size nearby wolf same pack. Bar I less than 0, I less than blah blah blah. I plus plus. If instance exists, oh god. I'm not being super smart about it. Here I could use another temporary variable, so whatever. Instance exists, this whichever one we're checking, allied threat level plus equals the threat level of the one that we're checking, and then we wind up with the total allied threat level by the end of this. Why is this here? I have no idea, because we need to reset it before first or something. Okay, and then clearing those lists. Was it nearby threats? And Jesus, what is going on? It's like, I open the window, I'm fucking freezing. I close the window, I'm boiling. What is happening? I'm about to rage. I am raging. That's it. There we go. Okay, so now that stuff is all instantly updating. The thing is, we got to make sure that we're disabling it during combat. Disabling this one during combat. Which we are not, so... Fuck. Okay, more stuff needs to be encapsulated inside of there. Basically everything up to the end here. Okay, it's just that one more section. Hopefully I can, and then we need to add some additional resets, maybe. Alright, let me just check where that is, yeah. And then, wait. Gotta take that bracket with me. Nudge this over. Add this on the end here. And is there anything additional? Well, this one is list based, right. This one is list based. So let's see here. Does it have? No. So I'm pretty sure I just need to reset wolf check to 0. That's it. I'm pretty sure. Just wolf check 0. And then when this gets re-enabled, it should start from 0 again and be totally fine. I mean, it might even be fine if I didn't do that, but starting from 0 again is probably good. Do we want to clear the list as well? No, because we're still using that list. Oh, jeez. Well, it can't be constantly clearing nearest threat and nearest threat temp when they're in the attacking state, because we're still using those variables. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, is it? I mean, I'm actually clearing them over here. I'm clearing one of them. We could just kind of let that take care of it for us, to be honest with you, because the state code gets run after this. That's true, it's kind of redundant. Right, the current human current pred. Yeah, these ones, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter, and then it becomes technically unnecessary to do this. We're not clearing the lists here. Not clearing the lists. We probably should be clearing the lists here, and then we wouldn't need to do it there either. Interesting. Yeah. All same pack nearby threats. Yeah, maybe we should just do all that stuff in here, you know. And I'm probably just fucking freezing again. Fuck is going on? So if we do that, that stuff just gets cleared when they're in the attacking state. And then by the time we get to here, it is cleared. It's pretty good. And just want to do that for everything. So I'm kind of doing stuff in the same way everywhere. Consistency is key. So we're gonna make sure like everything's it is. I remember saying before we were disabling these trackers and not re-enabling them in the attack state, so that was pretty messed up. And we're clearing nearest threat and nearest threat temp there, and then here we've got these two lists can go in there as well. And I don't that one's not list based. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I don't even know if the other one should be list based. It's obviously slower to scan through all of the wolves on the map and try and figure out which ones are in your pack than it is to just look at the list of all of the ones in your pack. And here we could do the same for the foxes. They could look at just the ones in the same pack as themselves, which would be more efficient, but just for like ease of use of using the code, doing everything consistently this way might just be easier, because otherwise it's like different for different creatures. And technically, if we wanted to optimize it, we should be doing the same, because yeah, we should be doing the same for the foxes. Oh my god, I'll write it down. Okay, I'll write it down. I don't think I'm going to do it right now, but I'll write it down. Make nearby foxes of the same pack tracker list based. It's an optimization, really. It should technically be on the list of optimizations, the optimization list, if you will. And we're not doing that anymore because we realized the futility there, but we found a different way of optimizing that, which is even better, probably. Okay, and then we've got these lists being cleared here now, and we've removed it from here. And then there's the bear. Step. We can remove that because we're doing it here. And the humans. Nearby predators, nearby hunters, nearby guards, nearest guard, nearest predator, nearest current guard, nearest predator. Why do I have that twice? What the fuck is going on? Guard, predator check, hunter check, guard check, current predator, nearest predator temp, nearest predator, current hunter party temp, current hunter party, current guard, nearest guard temp. I think I like copy pasted and forgot to change it or something. So we're missing nearest guard and nearest guard temp in there, and then we can do the list clears in there as well. And now everything works in the same way across the board, which is great. All right. So, instantly update nearby, blah, 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 blah. Cross that off the list. Done. Done. All right. So, this is a completely bug-free build. It's highly optimized and just generally pretty sweet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I noticed that it switched back to YYC mode on its own. I didn't do that, but hey, I'm going to release this build. I dare say we can crank the version number. Pretty sure we've earned it. Version 0.5.6.3. We are hurtling towards version 1 at a rate of knots. Boom. Boom. I'm going to release this build. This is a really solid build. It's a build that I'm very pleased with. No doubt I'll play it tomorrow and realize it's completely broken, but at least right now I can exist blissfully in a state of total ignorance. And yeah, we'll be back to it tomorrow. So we made some fairly good progress today. But I'm done for the night pretty much. But yeah, I'm gonna get this uploaded and push the project to the repository, and I'll be working off stream a little bit, I guess, for a while on the design specification for the Steam capsule art and the logo and stuff. Getting that ready for next month so that it's all nicely laid out, and Jonas has all the information that he needs to make the best possible logo and capsule art that he can. Pretty excited for that. It's very nice to have such a solid build on my hands here as well, because this is, you know, I'm going to keep adding the sprites, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try and finish the rest of the human sprites and get them added to the game, and then this will be the build that we use for the Steam playtest, which will I'll probably have those sprites done and be ready to start the Steam playtest right around the time when Jonas has finished the capsule art and the logo and stuff, so that should all sort of coincide nicely. Exciting times, you know. I'm pretty excited. I wish I could kind of travel into the future and just make it happen faster or something, but I'm gonna have to go through the whole process of drawing the sprites and everything. I think some of them might be quite challenging as well. The worshipper sprites that I have in mind, I think are gonna have a very unique pose, which will basically lead me to have to redraw all of the sprites from scratch. It is what it is. But it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to think where I was like a couple of years ago, and now I like pretty much have a video game on my hands. It's pretty insane. Alright, this build is uploading as we speak. Alright, version 0.563 is now available for Ko-fi members to download. If you haven't already, head on over to Ko-fi and become a member to get early access to development builds and to support the project. Doesn't look like we can raid anybody today because I don't have enough viewers. Oh yeah, I think Solid Plasma did offer to playtest my game. Do I have him on? I think I did add him to my list of playtesters or streamers who want to playtest the game. Where the hell is that? Special thanks, blah blah blah. Where the hell? I'm sure I had a list of playtesters somewhere. Testers. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow to draw some more sprites. Until then, take it easy, dude. But take it.